Hello everybody, it's Karen from the Counselling Studio here, just with another mental health tip. I've been talking to a lot of people lately who've been saying how hard it is to get out of bed in the morning and how they've lost all motivation, how they're feeling really tired and lethargic. And I just wanted to reassure you that these are very normal feelings to have right now with everything that we've been going through. And a little bit more about feelings, I suppose, is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Because feelings come and go all the time. You know, we have, there's that wonderful saying that emotion needs motion, you know? And sometimes feelings hit us like a wave and it's hard to cope with that. And sometimes we get sort of sucked into the wave of feeling really down or feeling really happy, or feeling really afraid or anxious or so on. And I wanted to talk to you about some little steps that might help you to ride that wave rather than to get sucked into it and dumped by the wave, you know, in a total wipeout situation. So it's a bit like that story, you know, the I'm going on a bear hunt story. Sometimes you just have to go through stuff. Part of the problem with what we're dealing with at the moment is that we don't really know what this means for our country, what this means for our economy, what this means for our loved ones or ourselves. We don't really know. We're sort of stuck in this sort of limbo land, and all of that uncertainty affects us psychologically. So how do you find a way through the wave so that you don't get sucked in by it, so that you can ride on top of it? So here's my couple of tips for you. Just remember and remind yourself that this is temporary. This will not be going on forever. It's just temporary. Okay, so remember that this is temporary. Remind yourself that what you choose to focus on will grow. Okay, so sometimes you just need to change your focus. Sometimes it's as simple as, instead of focusing on what you've lost, focus on what you have to be grateful for. And the third thing, think about what helps you to cope and do that. I know it sounds pretty simple, but seriously, think about what helps you to cope. For me, that is exercising and moving my body. It's connecting with others. Some people like to be busy. Some people find it really helpful to keep a routine. Some people find it really helpful to distract themselves and escape into a novel or watching Netflix or something. Whatever works for you and helps you to cope, do that. Quite simple. And the fourth thing, and probably really important to hear this, is to ask for help when you need it. Okay? People like me, trained professionals who are here to help you through a crisis. And I love that campaign, It's Not Too Weak to Speak. Yeah, it's not weak to speak at all. If you need help, reach out. There are so many people up here on our beautiful tablelands who are qualified to help you. And so there are my four little tips for today. Remember, this is only temporary. Remind yourself that what you focus on will grow. Think about what helps you to cope and do that. And the last thing, it's not weak to speak. Ask for help when you need it. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a nice evening.